Hello, you are welcome to my platform. And please, if this is your first time here, kindly support us by following our page and also liking our videos and sharing our contents. Thank you. Please, what we have on our chat today is Jump 75. As you can see right there, what we have is Jump 75, and the time frame we are using today is 30-minute time frame. That is what we are trading on. So you guys know what I normally trade, and what I trade is nothing more than SMC. If you have watched my previous videos, you will see that all I trade, all I explain, all I analyze, or all I try to educate people or my followers is basically SMC ID, SMC strategy. So what we are having here is actually SMC strategy. So SMC, what do we always want to identify first on our charts? So what we want to identify first is always where we have our break of structure. You know, check out the trend, pull out where you have your break of structure. If you can be able to pull out where you have your break of structure, when market break a structure, there is always a gap. I always say this: when market break a structure, there is always a gap, and this is the gap here. So it's break a structure and buy all the way up to this point, but you definitely, once there is a gap in the market, just know that market will pull back to fill in that gap. So we get our break of structure here, we got our fair value gap here, and here is the last low that leads to this high. Sure, you understand? So now market has pulled back to fill in that gap. Remember, I say once market creates a gap in the market, it always pull back to fill in that gap. So that is why this market dropped all the way down here to fill in this gap, and this is the last low point. So here market has filled in the gap, it has gotten to our low point. You can see this is the very last sell. So this is the other block, the very last sell that leads to this buy. So market has, you can see market has passed where we have this other block and get to where we have the very last low. That is why I said market can reverse from fair value gap, other block, or it can reverse from the last low point of where market break a structure. So in this scenario, you can see that market deep into that fair value, so you cannot even expect a buy again from it, because you can see the very huge sell candle that just deep into this fair value gap here, then getting to this other block zone. You can see there was no clean buy, and remember, you have to see a market shift first in the market before you actually confirm. That will now give you a signal, a kind of a confirmation that this sell is over. You get? So this is what happened. So market pull back all the way down to where we have the low. You get, where we have the very last low point that leads to the break of structure. So this is where you're supposed to pay attention, because this is where everything gets interesting. So now you can see that when market gets to here, it's create a high before it drop back to that low. So it's now from here, now it's now buy again above and break that high. You get? So this is where the market shift happen. So this is where the confirmation that this sell is over and the buyers are about to enter the market right now, because a market shift has happened. Or is either you call it a market shift or you call it a change of character. It's either a market shift or a change of character. Anything you call it is the same thing. So once we get the market shift, so when market shifts, the last sell where you're supposed to enter your trade from, you can see all my previous videos, the entries are also the same. They are the same thing. They are the same. So where you are supposed to enter your buy limit from is where, when you get the market shift, is where the last sell candle that leads to that market shift. This is the very last sell candle that you can see. After this, let me bring the camera closer. You see, this is where a sell, a buy, a sell, a buy. Then we have this little sell here, but you cannot call this a complete because it's just indecision. So it's buy. This is where the market shift happens. So this was a pullback. You now draw, you definitely is an order block. This is the nearest order block right now, because market has gotten to the low point. It has given you a market shift, a kind of a confirmation that this sell is over and buyers are about to enter. So where you are supposed to enter your trade from is the last sell, the last sell candle that leads to that market shift. You can see market drop back to that last sell candle. You see, that is where I take the entry from. The last sell candle that leads to the buy. Sorry, that leads to this market shift. You can see what happened. Market is buying. So I'm giving a signal on jump 75. This is 30 minutes, and this is a current market condition. You can actually map out this chart on your screen, or on what you are using, anything you are using, either your MT5 or your trading view. So you definitely see what is going on right now in the market. This market is going to buy. It's going to definitely get me, but this year I'm taking my first take profit, because you can see here I have a gap here, because I definitely know that market will react from this gap. So that's why we'll take our first take profit here. You can take your second take profit here. So trading is very simple. It's just for you to understand what market is doing, understand a particular concept you are trading on, then follow that pattern, follow that strategy, follow the idea, what you are trading, or what the concept you are trading is all about. You get? So if you are trading a trend line pattern, you just know that when you draw your trend line, you don't have anything to do than waiting for market to get to your trend line before you take any action. So SMC is just get your break of structure, identify these things. So if you don't really know how to pull out all these things, if it's still difficult for you to pull out, hit my inbox button. Is always 247 open. Hit my inbox button, come to my inbox, let's work out together. If you are finding it difficult to be mapping out like this to understand, hit my inbox, let's work out together. So please, if you enjoy this video, kindly give us a follow. If this video deserve a follow, or you follow my platform, giving us a like, supporting us, please kindly do the necessary. I love you guys. Thank you. Bye.